transforming past trauma into a spiritual awakening experience. Past trauma can be one of the most challenging and painful experiences we face in life. Whether stemming from childhood abuse, a devastating loss, or other deeply wounding events, trauma often leaves lasting scars on our psyche and shapes our beliefs about ourselves and the world in profoundly negative ways. However, the Seth material offers a revolutionary perspective on trauma that can help transform these painful experiences into catalysts for profound spiritual growth and awakening. At the core of Seth's teachings is the idea that we create our own reality through our beliefs, thoughts, emotions, and expectations. This applies not only to our present circumstances, but also to how we perceive and relate to past events. As Seth states, you are not at the mercy of the past, or of previous events. If you find that you are dissatisfied now, you can begin to change your personal world. 1. This empowering view suggests that we have the ability to reframe and reinterpret traumatic experiences in ways that serve our growth and expansion of consciousness. Seth emphasizes that linear time as we perceive it is an illusion, and that all moments exist simultaneously in what he calls the spacious present. He explains, there simply is no time as you think of it, only a present in which all things occur. 2. From this perspective, the past is not fixed and unchangeable, but fluid and responsive to our current beliefs and focus. Seth states, the past and future exist now, and you choose from an infinite variety of probable pasts that portion you will accept as your own. 3. This understanding opens up profound possibilities for healing trauma. Rather than being trapped by a painful past that seems immutable, we can begin to see our traumatic experiences as malleable constructs that we have the power to reshape. Seth advises, organize your reality according to your strength, according to your joy, according to your hopes, and then you can help those who have not found their strengths. 4. By consciously choosing to focus on the aspects of our past that empower and inspire us, we can literally recreate our personal history in more positive ways. One of the key ways Seth suggests we can transform trauma is by recognizing its deeper purpose and meaning in our soul's journey. He states, there are no errors. Events that seem disastrous to you are part of the greater good. Trust your own spontaneous nature. This invites us to look beyond surface appearances and seek the hidden gifts and lessons within our most painful experiences. Perhaps that abusive relationship catalyzed us to discover our inner strength and self-worth. Maybe that devastating loss opened our heart to greater compassion and connection with others. By reframing trauma as a catalyst for growth, we can transmute pain into purpose. Seth also emphasizes the importance of releasing victim mentality and recognizing our role as powerful creators of our reality. He states, you are not powerless before a barrage of unfortunate events. You are not fated to be a victim of your past. This shift in perspective from helpless victim to empowered creator is key to transforming trauma. It allows us to reclaim our power and see ourselves as the authors of our life story rather than passive recipients of circumstance. Another crucial aspect of healing trauma through Seth's teachings is understanding the multidimensional nature of the self. Seth explains that we exist simultaneously in many probable realities, and that our current focus personality is just one facet of our greater identity or entity. He states, you are a multidimensional personality. Trust in the miracle of your own being. Make no divisions between the physical and the spiritual in your lifetimes, for the spiritual speaks with a physical voice and the corporeal body is the creation of the spirit. This expanded view of self can be tremendously healing for those grappling with trauma. It allows us to access inner resources and aspects of our being that transcend the limited ego self that experienced the trauma. We can tap into the wisdom, strength and unconditional love of our entity or inner self to support our healing journey. Seth advises, when you are in touch with your own entity, you can trust your impulses. You can trust yourself because you know you are born in a framework of freedom, and equipped with inner senses that tell you of your own integrity and of your relationship with the universe. Connecting with this greater self also helps us view traumatic experiences from a higher, more expanded perspective. We can begin to see how even the most painful events serve our soul's evolution and expansion of consciousness. Seth states, your own personality as you know it, that portion of you that you consider most precious, most uniquely you, will also never be lost. It is a portion of the soul. It will not be gobbled by the soul, nor erased by it, nor subjugated by it, nor on the other hand can it ever be separated. This eternal, indestructible nature of our true self provides a profound sense of safety and security that can help heal the deepest wounds. One powerful practice Seth recommends for transforming trauma is to imagine alternate versions of past events unfolding in more positive ways. He states, you must realize that you are indeed forming your experience in your world, so that you change probabilities in your favor in the present by altering the conditions that exist now. By visualizing more empowering scenarios and outcomes related to our trauma, we can literally reshape our personal history and tap into alternate probable realities where the trauma unfolded differently. Seth also emphasizes the importance of fully feeling and expressing our emotions around traumatic experiences rather than suppressing or denying them. He states, accept your feelings as your own. The conscious mind is not some stereotyped, masculine-oriented, neatly tied package, scrupulously avoiding the taint of emotion. It is instead the glorious garden of consciousness, in which grow not only the flowers of reason and intellect, but the feelings from which they emerge. By creating a safe space to fully process our grief, anger, fear and other difficult emotions, we allow the natural healing process to unfold. At the same time, Seth cautions against wallowing in negative emotions or constantly reliving traumatic memories. He advises, do not concentrate upon past unfavorable events, or imagined future ones. To do so is equally poor policy. Concentrate upon the present now that you know, and project into it what you want. The key is finding a balance between acknowledging our pain while not getting stuck in it, and redirecting our focus to more empowering thoughts and experiences. Another important aspect of transforming trauma that Seth discusses is recognizing how our beliefs shape our perception and experience of reality. He states, you must understand that your present is the point at which flesh and matter meet with the spirit. Therefore, the present is your point of power in your current lifetime, as you think of it. The present is where the action is. By identifying and changing limiting beliefs formed through trauma such as, I'm not safe, or, I'm unlovable, we can dramatically shift our present reality. Seth emphasizes that beliefs are not set in stone, but can be consciously examined and altered. He states, beliefs can be changed in a moment. The realization that you have that ability can be reassuring. You are not stuck with your beliefs. This malleability of beliefs offers tremendous hope for healing trauma. We can choose new, more empowering beliefs that support our well-being and expansion. One of the most profound shifts Seth invites us to make is to trust in the fundamental safety and benevolence of the universe, even in the face of great pain and loss. He states, you live in a safe universe. This is a fact. It is only your own viewpoint that is causing you any problem. This radical trust allows us to find meaning and purpose even in our darkest moments, knowing that on the deepest level, all is well. Seth also emphasizes the importance of focusing our mental and emotional energy on what we want to create, rather than dwelling on past hurts. He states, you get what you concentrate upon. There is no other main rule. By consciously redirecting our thoughts and imagination toward positive possibilities and desired outcomes, we can begin to manifest more joyful, fulfilling experiences that help counterbalance and heal past trauma. Another key to transforming trauma is cultivating greater self-love and compassion. Seth states, "Love yourself and do not hate others who act differently. You are a being of inestimable worth, a being of creativity that cannot be measured." By reconnecting with our innate value and worthiness, independent of any past experiences or others' actions, we can begin to heal our deepest wounds. Seth also invites us to tap into the limitless creativity of our inner being as a powerful force for transformation. He states, "You are a creator translating your expectations into physical form. The world is meant to serve as a reference point. The exterior appearance is a replica of inner desire. You can change your personal world. You do change it without knowing it. You have only to use your ability consciously to examine the nature of your thoughts and feelings." By harnessing our creative power, we can reshape our inner and outer reality in profound ways. Ultimately, Seth's teachings offer a radically empowering approach to healing trauma by recognizing our true nature as eternal, multidimensional beings who are constantly creating our reality through our beliefs, thoughts, and emotions. He invites us to release limiting stories of victimhood and powerlessness, and to reclaim our role as conscious creators of our life experience. While this perspective does not deny or minimize the very real pain of trauma, it offers a pathway to transmute that pain into profound spiritual awakening and growth. By expanding our understanding of the nature of reality and our own vast inner resources, we can begin to see even our deepest wounds as opportunities for expanding consciousness and expressing more of our divine potential. Seth's message is one of hope, reminding us that no matter what we've experienced, we always have the power to choose again and create anew in each moment. He states, "In the center of the smallest particle of matter as you understand it, is the knowledge of all that is. Trust then the miracle of your being. Make no divisions between the physical and spiritual in your lifetimes, for the spiritual speaks with a physical voice, and the corporeal body is the creation of the spirit." As we embrace this expanded view of self and reality, we can begin to see our traumatic experiences as powerful catalysts that have led us to discover more of our true nature and potential. The very intensity of trauma often cracks us open, allowing light to enter in new ways. It can shatter old, limiting beliefs and force us to question everything we thought we knew, and creating space for radical transformation and awakening. By applying Seth's teachings, we can reframe trauma not as something that happened to us, but as something that happened for us, giving us a challenging but profound opportunity for growth that our souls chose on some level for our evolution. This perspective allows us to reclaim our power and see ourselves not as victims of circumstance, but as courageous spiritual warriors who have faced great challenges in service of our expansion. Ultimately, transforming trauma into spiritual awakening is about remembering who we truly are beyond all wounds and limitations. We are eternal, indestructible consciousness expressing itself in physical form. As we reconnect with this greater identity and our vast inner resources, we can find the strength and wisdom to not only heal our pain, but to use it as fuel for our highest growth and creative expression. While the journey of transforming trauma is rarely easy, Seth's teachings remind us that we are far more powerful than we know, and that within even our deepest pain lie the seeds of our greatest awakening. By approaching our wounds with curiosity, compassion and trust in the deeper meaning of our experiences, we can transmute past trauma into the catalyst for profound spiritual rebirth and self-realization.